Salutations, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and today I want to talk about Empulse for a second. Now, Empulse is a game, 6v6 multiplayer movement-based shooter made by the same people who made Splitgate. Splitgate is an interesting game. That can be a whole nother video, but I want to talk about Empulse today. I bought the early access, or I don't even like calling games early access. I bought the game, wherever state it's in. It's the game in a neutered state, I guess. And then I've been playing it a bit, and I want to talk about the state of it right now and what I think about it. So, playing the game, you can instantly feel how inspired this game obviously was to a Titanfall. But it actually also feels sort of like Black Ops 3 in a way, where the movement is with the jetpacks and flying around. So it feels like Titanfall mixed in Titanfall's floaty but responsive movement and fast-paced combat, and it has mechs in this game. But it also has Black Ops 3's jetpack boost bar, where you can, if you hit A and you hit A again, you have a little thruster jetpack, and you can see how much boost you have right next to your crosshair as you're in the air. Now, the game doesn't feel, the shooting doesn't feel as good or as fluid as a Black Ops 3 or a Titanfall, but I think the shooting works well enough. I don't think it's on a triple A tier or level, but I think it works pretty well. It's not terrible, it's not crisp, but it works. So it's about a mid, I'd say it's an average feeling shooting experience. But what's not average is its inspirations and gameplay, fast-paced gameplay. So it almost feels like an OG boomer shooter in a way, where you have people flying around like crazy, almost like Unreal Tournament, how players are moving fast as I don't know what. You have these grenades where you can throw it and it gives you a speed boost. It's weird things with this paint grenade, where there's one where, again, if you throw it, it gives you a speed boost. There's one that if you throw it, it gives you a slowdown. And there's one that obviously is way better than a lot of the others, where if you throw it, you'll just take damage over time. So that's fine. The gun variety is okay. I've only used one weapon, which is basically the AK of the universe or whatever, and it's fine. Another thing I want to talk about in this game is the art direction. It's a very generic art direction. I think this is probably the worst thing about the game, is that it looks like about any other game out there. If you were watching a movie and someone was playing a video game, this is a type of game you'd see them play. It doesn't really stand out crazy. Character models are generic. They have these masks on. It looks like any other game out there. Honestly, it looks like any other pay-to-play mobile game. So this game also has these Titanfall-inspired mechs, which are cool, but there is zero customization to the mechs, and makes the game feel just really stale in comparison to Titanfall, because once you get in a mech, every mech does the same. They even have a mech versus mech game mode, just like in Titanfall 2, but everyone just has the same stuff, and a lot of people just leave that game mode whenever it's loaded in, mainly because the infantry combat is so cool and fun, and you can fly around and do weird stuff. And the game's cool, but it just makes you want to go back and play Titanfall 1 or 2. But it also has some things that kind of makes itself unique in its own way, which I don't think have enough weight to warrant a grand following in comparison to a Titanfall or Black Ops 3 like game. But it's fine for what it is. It's not crazy. It's definitely fun. Would I recommend this game to a Titanfall or Black Ops fan? What is the price of this thing again? I think I paid, $30? Let's see. Empulse game. It's going for $20. And that's the thing. This game isn't even free to play. It feels like a free to play game, but one thing that it has going for it right now is that there are 0 microtransactions. There's no store. You earn everything by playing the game and doing challenges, which is something that's very refreshing in this economy. So that's one thing that really sets itself apart from the competition of the modern day landscape that we deal with as the gaming community moves on. So Impulse, it's fine. If I were to give it a rating out of my, how many hours? Probably like 4 hours that I put in, maybe 5. Not even that. I don't even think I made it there, but man, right now it kind of feels average. Kind of feels like an average 5 game right now. If the mechs have some more customization, if you can customize the mechs, I don't know how you just don't make you'd have to make a whole nother game to fix the aesthetic of your own game. So that's off of the table. The art direction is probably one of the most generic. It's probably one of my most biggest gripes about this is the vibe, and the art direction is just very generic, very average, very stale feeling. The gun models feel standard too. It's just a bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm probably gonna say 5. I don't really want to say 4. It is a game preview, but I personally don't like games that have a game preview because it's just the game. These developers and the economy can name it whatever they want. If you're playing the game, it's the game. If you pay $20, you don't even pay for a demo of the game. Like back in the day, demos were usually free, if I remember right. There may be some paid demos, but demos aren't really the game because it's kind of half of the game, but you're still playing the game. This game preview, it's hard to say it's a demo. They play with these words like it changes the fact that it's just the game that they're making right now. And the full release of the game is essentially in your hands as we're speaking. It's just until the developers feel like the game is finished, they're going to call it 1.0. So that's my feeling about this game right now. It's a fun game. It's for $20. That might even be too much of a price. Maybe for $15? $20. I'd say $20 is a kind of fair price for this game. I mean, $20 is like a microtransaction in Fortnite or something. So if you have enough money to buy a microtransaction or some crazy overpriced microtransaction and say, I've been playing a lot of like Valorant or something, then it's pretty cool considering that there's no microtransactions in this game. So yeah, that's probably going to be my thoughts about Impulse. It's a decent game. I think in future updates, it could get really cool. I'm not going to lie. That there's a solid enough base right there where I can look at this game and be like, okay, I want to be here for when this gets a glow up eventually. But yeah, that's it. Let me know. Am I tripping? Is this rage bait? And I'll see you guys later.